Hey everybody, welcome to episode 100.
I always feel like so weird doing this because I know like we try to like aim with the TV and like, hey everyone, but I always feel like I'm like, Hail Hitler. Like,
I think this doesn't help. This again,
yeah,
doesn't
that's
help.
what it is. I think it's because the arm is different now. I just feel weird. Like I'm just all like, yeah, like I don't want to do that anymore.
Hey
I'm
everybody,
just gonna be like this.
I'm just gonna be it.
Hey guys, what's up?
So yeah, I get it. I don't know.
Let's not do that.
I'm still doing it. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 100.
100. We made it, guys.
100.
We did it. Party with us.
100. You know what the creepy part is?
What's that?
I should say the weird part.
We're way past 100 at this point.
Technically, we're like 104, 105, but that's only if you're on Patreon. So no, episode 1. Here's the crazy part is that we do an episode every single week, right? And it's 52 episodes a year, or yeah, it would be 52 episodes a year,
Right, but we take a season break.
right? So because of that season break,
Everybody needs a little break now and then.
we've prolonged. Essentially, we've prolonged 2 years worth into 3 years. Do you see that?
Right.
So it's kind of like, I don't want to say we've stretched it out, but we basically haven't. I think here's the thing. A lot of podcasts. Someone asked me this the other day. How come you guys do take a break when most other podcasts don't? And there are some podcasts that do. Don't get it twisted. I'm not gonna sit here and act like there's not. Every single podcast doesn't do something.
Right.
But I think the answer is because it's nice to disconnect for a while. It's kind of like a vacation.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you have to, because I mean, like
For as cool as it is for, I'm not trying to interrupt you, but for just real quick, as cool as it is for us to sit here and talk on the microphone once a week, and these people at home just go, oh, it's just, it's Bob and Adam fucking shooting the shit on a microphone. There are so many turning cogs and things that have to go in to make this show happen.
Right.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to stress that enough, but there's so many factors that fall into play when it comes to doing a show for essentially for the world. So, yeah, to take 4 weeks off is huge stress lifted.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, because I mean, honestly, like as fun as this show is, at times it can be stressful.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, because it's almost like, it's like I said, it's fun. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy it, but sometimes it does feel like a second job. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and
I do.
I know that you know what I mean because you do a lot.
I do all the producing. So yeah.
You do a lot. Me, I'm just the talent.
I don't know about the talent. I don't know. You show up and shoot the shit,
Yeah,
so that counts.
But no, dude, because like
What?
I've done my time of editing. I'm tired. I'm done. I'm toasted.
No.
Done my time.
You have not.
I've won us the awards.
No, you have not. If you would like to see Adam's editing job,
Shut up, Bob.
you want me to put that out there? You want me to tell people where to go to find it?
No.
All right then. Then no. Then let's just stop right there.
No, because the editing is
let's
good.
stop
The
right
editing is good.
Okay, so let's let them decide.
It's everything else about it that wasn't.
Yep, let's find out.
Go to Tubi. No, I'm kidding. Joking. No, but
No, for me it is a second job.
right.
Because I've got to, not only do I juggle the promotions and the merch and the editing but I juggle the advertising campaigns and all this other stuff. So for me, yeah, I did take it on as a second job. I was like, yep, I knew this. But I also knew what I was jumping into. I knew, and I've said this before, and I could say this again on episode 100. I knew that if it came to a point where you were going to go off and do Hollywood stuff or go to Atlanta or do work for Marvel or whatever,
That you were going to have to be prepared for that.
I told you that. I said, it's fine.
Yeah.
If at any time you don't want to do it, I get it. It's fine. But I've also taken on enough of the show to go, okay, I can not necessarily replace you, but I can keep going
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you decide to be like, okay, that's enough. 100, and, next week you're like 101 episodes, I'm out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then that's fine.
Rayhart Rundown 101. Peace.
Deuces. Yeah. So that's fine. So I don't want you to feel obligated by
No. I don't feel obligated. Like I said, I enjoy doing this, but at the same time, when was the last time you had 2 jobs?
Well, I mean, what do we consider 2 jobs? The last project we did?
2 official jobs. Like 2 weekly paychecks.
Oh, no, it's
like
been
2 W-2s.
No, yeah. No, it's been, it's been probably forever.
Right. Over 20 years.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, you worked at GameStop for a little while.
That was just for fun.
So
there was no paycheck there. I just turned around and bought all the games.
Majority of time in my 20s, I worked 2 to 3 jobs.
Okay.
At a time.
Yeah, but you're not the only one that's ever done that.
I understand that. But when the pandemic happened, and I got to stay home for 4 months, my body said, you're not doing 2 to 3 jobs ever again. Like, you're going to do 1, and you're going to fucking hate it.
Right.
But no, I did 2 to 3 jobs. Like, dude, I literally would wake up, go to work, go home, go to sleep, wake up, go to another job, get off that job, go to a different job, go home, go to sleep. Like, I did that every single day for years. Like, I literally just wake up, go to work, go home, go to sleep. I did it for many, many years, and now I'm just I've decided that I work to live, not live to work. And I know that you do a lot for the show, and that, you probably want me to try to take some of the weight off, but I don't want this to turn into a job and make it feel like a job to where I don't enjoy doing this anymore. But I know that you also enjoy doing some of that extra work.
Oh yeah, because
I hate editing. I feel like I'm really good at editing, but I hate editing. It's tedious work, and I do not enjoy it.
And here's the thing: is that I found all of the, not to interrupt you, but just to tell you, I found all of the short. I looked into all of the shortcuts, and I looked into everything.
The shortcut for doing a show like this or whatever, very simple to do the editing and all of that, which is great. Which is a lot different than the editing that I've done in the past. Because it's not the 3 camera all the same shot type. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I just don't want this to feel like a job, because then I'm not going to want to come here every week. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, oh fuck, it's just another, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to feel like work, because I enjoy doing it so much. So, you're still going to be the editor.
Yeah. I didn't expect you to take on any of that shit. I'm just saying.
All right. But that's why we take a break, I guess. That's where we
started with this. Yeah. So the big question is, because like I said, I was asked all the time, how come you guys take a break or whatever? But honestly, for what Adam meant to say was, the break is meant for me.
Yeah, the break is really
for me.
For him. Yeah.
If that doesn't prove it to everybody out there of how this operation works, then yeah, there you go. The break is my break. It's my vacation, essentially. And here's the thing: is I'm the one that established it too. I'm like, this is what's fucking happening. I'm tired. That's enough of this shit.
So,
but yeah, no. It's
there wouldn't be a break if I wasn't so lazy. Sorry, world.
You are losing fans left and right on this episode. Are you sure?
Love me or hate me.
I'm telling you,
it's jokes, people. It's jokes.
So, like we talked about doing an episode for 100 here, we talked about doing a retrospect of how we look back at old segments and things that we have done in the past.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah. Dude, there was a Florida man story that I read recently that just happened literally maybe 2 miles from my house.
2 miles?
From my place, from my apartment.
Okay.
So this car is parked on the side of the road, and the cops, there's a guy sleeping in it.
Right.
And so the cops pull over and they walk. It's like on a main road, right? So like cops pull over, go to check it out and everything, and they see the guy sleeping. And as soon as the guy wakes up, and as soon as he sees the cops, fucking pulls out a 3-foot sword from the center console with a dragon hilt and opens a window and just starts swinging it out the window towards the cops. Cops try to tase him, misses, or whatever.
Good job.
And then the guy tries to like crawl out the passenger door, and they officially tase him and arrest him. And they found meth in the car.
Well, there you go. A Florida man, meth addict with a sword.
Yeah, at like 3 p.m.
I got
I
one.
was probably walking the dog.
Yeah, you were
while
probably
this was going down.
You probably weren't. You were probably less than a mile from him.
Yeah,
this guy,
probably.
for sure.
Yeah. That's my neighborhood.
So I have a Florida man story though that was told to me. So I've got bits and pieces of it.
All right.
But so this Florida man was swimming in a lake.
Which
Okay.
you don't do in Florida, people.
Yeah, let's be real for a minute. Is it not the most genius? I mean, this isn't like Michigan or
right.
California.
You've got gators.
Or,
You've got flesh-eating bacterias. You've got different earwigs and stuff.
There's leeches.
Like, leeches. Like, yeah, no. This is swamp. You don't. Why would you swim in a swamp?
So you've got like, so you're swimming. This guy was swimming in a swamp, lake, whatever you want to call it, in Florida, and he got. Hold on. Excuse me. He got attacked by like an alligator.
Of course he did.
Like he was swimming. He's just like I'm swimming, and then, and like an eyeball pops up out of the water, and he's just like, I'm swimming. Let me get swim this way, and he tries to swim. As he tries to swim, the alligator bites his forearm, right? And he's now fighting an alligator for his arm. The alligator gets the arm. He's
Right.
like, snap, done, bye. I'm going to leave. I'm going to get out. The guy has now no arm, just, and is somehow stuck out in the woods in this lake for 3 days without an arm.
Why?
Exactly. I have no idea. First of all, why? Second of all, why? No. Second of all, how far out did you go to swim in a swamp?
Like, bet you was out there picking and doing mushrooms.
There's probably way more to the story.
Yeah, that nobody's getting. Like, he's like, oh, I just went swimming in the swamp in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
Yeah,
no, you were out there fucking picking mushrooms, you hippie fuck, and you got attacked by a gator because you thought you were swimming in strawberry fields. Like, no, you dumbass. Florida man.
Yeah, no. But apparently he got stuck out there for 3 days and without an arm. So, and now he just got like a nub, which is okay.
And he
good
didn't
job.
bleed out?
I know. Well, I don't know. Maybe he's got some.
Florida man though. He probably just took some fucking twigs and just tied it off.
He took a palmetto bush and
just like fucking plugged it.
yeah. He was like, I got this pack of Marlboros. I'm gonna sew it. It's gonna be fine.
Just fucking burn it, singe it or cauterize it with cigarettes.
Yeah. And now Newport is like wanting him to do ads. No, but so apparently he was out in the middle, but for 3 days he was like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm in the woods for dude. When's the last time you were anywhere for 3 days where you couldn't do
Quarantine.
in my house?
Yep, in my house.
But like where you were, he was
No,
just,
actually,
how
last
is he,
season break.
if you got hurt or injured, wouldn't you try to go for help somewhere?
Yeah.
Is there
my
anywhere-
legs still worked, I would just start fucking walking. I'm gonna hang around this fucking swamp in the middle of nowhere until somebody just randomly shows
For
up.
3 days.
Like,
I think
fucking
there's-
what?
I think
there's
there's
something
more-
we're missing.
There's more to the story,
Yeah,
and I don't know what it
there's
is.
something
But
that's missing out of there. There's something up because like his car broke down, or like I don't know.
I don't know either.
He's fucking killed his battery because he was night swimming. I don't.
Who knows?
You know, you could drown an alligator though, right?
I have no idea. This seems like a you thing more than a me thing to know. So
Yeah.
go ahead.
So, Alligators, they still require oxygen. Like, they still require air to breathe. They're not just, like, fully amphibious. They don't.
Right.
They don't have gills.
Right.
Okay. What they have is they have this flap in like the back of their throat that blocks the water from like going into their lungs.
Right.
So they can open their mouth underwater, they can eat and all that, and then they can they can hold oxygen in their lungs for a very long time. So, I mean, it's almost impossible to do, I would think.
I was gonna say.
Because if an alligator bites your arm,
you're going to punch it in its flap?
Yeah, exactly. Well, like, the trick is to just, like, if you can, because alligators are going to try to take you down. Like, a lot of Floridians know this, but...
Go ahead.
Like, an alligator, what they normally will try to do is, whenever they bite you, they're going to try to take you down to the bottom of the water, and what they do is they roll. They just, like, barrel roll over and over, because it'll break all of the bones and whatever is in their mouth. Mm-hmm. And so that's what they're trying to do. So when he's trying to take you down there, if you have
the upper hand
of any sort, and you could just push your fucking fist down his throat, you will open that flap and push the water into his lungs and actually drown the alligator. Probably going to lose your arm in the process, but...
But you got 2 days to get back to civilization.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it is actually possible to
drown an
from that. Granted, I'm wrong 90% of the time. We know this.
The audience knows this because
PD
Peacock pops up on the screen to correct you a lot of times.
A lot of times, I know. But I watch this on a wilderness show, so if I'm wrong, so is this documentary.
You want to call the documentary out that you watched?
I don't remember which one it was. Discovery Channel. I know that. I'll call you out then.
So something serious, though. It wasn't some dumb shit you found on the YouTube.
Right. It wasn't. No, it was like I actually was watching a documentary,
All right.
So it was like Man vs. Wild or some shit, I'm sure, But I know how to cook a turtle, too. Because of Man vs. Wild Everglades edition.
Is that what you watched
Florida Man edition.
Is that what you watched on quarantine?
One of.
Yeah, there it is. How'd I know? Okay, so one of the segments that we used to do back in the day, I was like episode 2 probably. Yeah. I think it was episode 2. We started was with the Florida Man segments where we would look up different things for Florida Man and find out what the Florida Man was up to. And there's been so many. I mean, it was every episode. There was one episode where we did a couple of them.
We did one episode. It was just all Florida Man. I'm pretty sure we had a Florida Man episode.
I think we had. I don't think we did. I think we were going to, and we never did. I know
full Florida Man segment.
I know there was. I know that
was talked about
that first Christmas episode and the first holiday following when we started the podcast. When we had Patreon, the first Patreon gift, the first Patreon Christmas gift to go out
was a Florida Man coloring book.
Was a Florida Man coloring book. I remember that. I think I still have one floating around somewhere in the old studio. I think it's still floating in there. But I know we had a Florida Man coloring book. We gave out that. We gave out these Peacocks. So for our Patreons that have been with us for a long time, they actually have one of our little Peacocks up guy. And we're gonna get more of these. So, and we're gonna be shipping them out to the new Patreons coming up. So. With that being said, let's go ahead and talk about it. Join our Patreon at Rayhart, patreon.com/RayhartRundown. You can go there, and there's multiple tiers you can get on for $5, $10, $15, or $20. Each one of the tiers gets you something exclusive. It'll be either access to our mic check trivias, where we do a pre-show type of equipment check, or if it's some of the behind-the-scenes stuff, or exclusive merch now is actually for different tiers for different things. Depending on what level you want to go at. And of course, if you are one of the associate producer levels, then your name ends up in the credits at the end of every show. Or higher, I should say. Then your name will end up in the credits of every show. Depending on what tier you are will depend on how you show up on that list at the end of the credits. The person at the top of that list is the one that is the most favored out of all our Patreons. Those will be the directors and the executive producers. So... But again, we're going to be getting more of these little guys and be sending more out to the Patreons that have yet to get one. We have a list. So look for that now, episode 100. Little secret there, a little giveaway. Make sure again, check us out, patreon.com/RayhartRundown. Hey, everybody, we'll take a minute here to talk about The Shame of Life.
That's right. One of our favorite sponsors.
Absolutely.
They've been around. They've been with us from the beginning. Every minute, someone somewhere is second-guessing what they're about to say. We've all been guilty of it. And, shaming ourselves into silence for fear of not fitting in.
That's right. And it's time we break our silence. It's time we celebrate the little weirdos that we all are. It's time we beat the shame of life. So right now, fans of our show, and most of you know this if you've listened already, you can get 20% off of The Works by using code RUNDOWN20.
That's right.
So you just go to their website. You can go, as you can see here, The Shame of Life. You can go to theshameoflife.com. Check them out. They have a section called The Works where you get, literally all of the... We use it here on the show.
Yeah,
I
think they even added the digital ones. The digital
downloads are there now too, and they're adding more going forward. But check it out. You can get yourself The Works, and you definitely use code
RUNDOWN20.
That's right. So you get yourself 20% off. So make sure you give that a try, and don't forget to go to theshameoflife.com.
Every time you move your arms, this guy starts
It's
dancing.
another reason why I don't want it on the desk
Really?
anymore.
He starts dancing, bro.
He's
It's
not
episode
dancing.
100. Woohoo!
He's not, I'm gonna get like a little stripper ball for him. So anywho, yeah.
Man.
But one of the other segments that we used to do was Urban Dictionary.
Oh, yeah.
Way back when it was the first... Yeah, we'll do one here. Go ahead and look one up while I talk about it. But so everybody, we used to go into the early episodes. Was it episode 4 or episode 3?
4, I remember specifically.
4 we got in trouble
banned.
for it.
Yeah, we got banned in certain countries over the Urban Dictionary segment.
So in the Urban Dictionary on episode 4, if you go, it's still available on most, if not all, podcast apps. You can listen to it. We dove into the Urban Dictionary, and there was a few things that we found in the Urban Dictionary that, unfortunately, when those came out on episode 4 at the time. Now, since then, because the way we discussed it, it's available in those countries. Does that make sense?
No.
So just so everybody knows. So when we brought up some of the stuff we talked about from Urban Dictionary on episode 4, we got banned from certain overseas European countries because of the topics we were talking about. But we weren't talking about them in a type of way where it was super derogatory. We were literally, here's the thing.
Because we were discussing the definition of it.
Because we were discussing what the definition of it that we found on the internet and on a public forum. It wasn't something we made up and started. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So because of that, they lifted that ban, so to speak. Because for a while there, we weren't available in India and some of the other Middle Eastern countries for a while, for months. So, but now we are, and one of our biggest fan bases is actually in India and Sweden, actually now too. So hey, shout out to Sweden. Thank you for being fans. But go ahead.
I have 2.
You have 2 you found.
2 I found.
So, let me reiterate then here. So we used to find these things on Urban Dictionary. Adam would tell me what
the word is.
Adam would tell me what the word is, or I would tell Adam. In this case, Adam will tell me what the word is, and then I will try to use my brain muscle, and try to figure out what the definition is and see how close I can get.
Yep. And I'll use it in a sentence or what you like. It's kind of like one of those things. It's like spelling bee.
It's like spelling bee, right?
Of Urban Dictionary.
All right, so here we go. Urban Dictionary. Adam, you got 2?
I got 2.
At
It's
least
on the main page.
So okay,
I just literally went to the main page and just started looking at the Urban Dictionary words of the day, and I found 2.
What are the chances of me knowing it, you think?
Probably not good.
Sweet. All right, let's do it.
Queening.
Oh, this has got to be recent, just because the Queen of England just passed away.
Yes.
God rest her soul. So,
yes.
Queening.
It's a British term.
I feel like it's a pose. It's some kind of pose for a picture. If you're queening, no. All right, then that was my guess. What's the definition?
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you the sentence that they give.
Okay, go ahead.
Man, she's into kinky shit. She likes S&M and queening.
Oh, so it's clearly a sex act.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? This is the type of thing where it can get really wild really fast. And this is also the type of thing that we got in trouble for before. So I'm just going to go ahead and say, if you tell me the definition versus me trying to make it up.
The act of a woman sitting on her subservient's face for the majority of the day, also known as throning.
That's gross. The majority of the day?
Majority of the day. Like, you, like she's on your face, like, all day, and you just come up for air sometimes. And then back at it.
So she's like just binging Netflix while sitting on your face?
I guess so.
Okay. I guess.
Yeah, this is an old term, too.
Like it's been around for a while?
2004.
Wow.
Yeah. This one has also
I've
been
never
around
heard
from 2004.
All right, so what's the next one? Go, let's hear it.
I might pronounce it wrong. Cockamamie.
Cockamamie?
Cockamamie.
Cockamamie.
Yeah.
Spell it.
Cockamamie.
Yeah, it's cockamamie.
Cockamamie.
It's an adjective.
That is correct.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the best way to describe it. Like, I know there's people my age in Generation X and older have heard cockamamie. There's cockamamie this or this cockamamie that or this cockamamie, and I never realized what the real definition is, but it's always used to describe something weird or off the wall or like offbeat or something like that. That's kind of like, hey. Is that what it is?
It's crazy off kilter.
Yeah.
A word you use when you can't think of the proper terminology.
And it's so hard to describe because the word is hard to describe.
Yeah,
it's a cockamamie word.
It's a word that when you can't think of the proper word.
Have you ever heard it before?
No.
You've never heard
but
it
I was all like, my brain is all sorts of cockamamie all the time. So, I mean, as we learned from last episode with my, architectural dimensions and math.
at the Rayhart University.
So...
So let's talk about that for just a second. While you look up another word for me while you do that. Everybody, hey, check out our RayhartRundownMerch.com store. From again last episode, Adam talked about, or was it last episode? Yeah, last episode, Adam talked about architectural dimensions and math, or some random thing. But now the architectural dimensions and math shirts are available. Magic finger time. Take a look, everybody. Yeah. There you go. Didn't even know that now exists. Now you can get one, and people will be like, what's architectural dimensions and math? And you're like, I studied it at Rayhart University. All right. So there you go. Check it out. Again, new items at the merch store. I'm trying to get new stuff and some of the older stuff. As you can see, the shirts that we're rocking right now. This is a way old logo. The somebody in a Wonderland Just Lick It shirt. I'm not going to say anybody's names because I don't want to get flagged. And then Adam's rocking the Steve the Raccoon is a Jerk shirt, which is also unfortunately no longer available at this time. But this one you can actually still get at our TeePublic retired merch site. So, yeah. If you go to our bio link on Instagram, I know it's the TeePublic link is there, but if you can... if you go to TeePublic and I think if you search Rayhart Rundown, you should be able to find the official TeePublic shirt. So you can get yourself the Just Lick It shirt still. It's still available. I'm not sure if it comes in blue though anymore. I know for sure it comes in pink now, but I don't know about blue. I think the blue was a problem with a certain animation studio. Okay, you find something?
I found a word I'm going to use all the time.
Okay.
This is kind of an obvious one, but I don't care. I like it. I'm saying it, and I'm using it.
All right.
Douchergeist.
Douchergeist? Well, clearly that's an adjective word as well.
That's a noun, but...
It describes a person, place, or thing. It probably describes a person. I would assume you call somebody this. And I would say that douchergeist... is just I would think it would be like a jerky guy. Like, that guy's a doucher guy.
A spirit that embodies pure douche-like behavior that can possess one or more people in an administrative setting. Gayrod used to be cool, but he got possessed by the douchergeist, and now he's a complete tool.
Oh my god, I know so many people at work that are possessed. You guys, we figured out your problems. I know I just figured it out.
Oh, I'm so. That's splooting.
Douchergeist. So yeah, you got one more you want to throw in real quick?
It's douchey. That's a doucher guy's
Doucher. Yeah. So there you go.
Pump cover.
What?
Pump cover.
That's another one. Are you throwing another one in right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Pump
It's
cover.
a douchergeist word.
Oh yeah, I have no idea. Pump cover.
Yeah. The pump cover is a gym slang for sweatshirt. That's very douchergeist.
I had no idea. Was that the definition you just gave me?
A pump cover is a gym slang for sweatshirt. It's a sweatshirt at the gym. Because it covers your pump.
That's dumb.
That's douchergeist.
Yeah, it's definitely douchergeist.
Anyway. But yeah, that's Urban Dictionary.
Or that's the Urban Dictionary.
Oh my God, douchergeist,
we got
dude.
big.
That's my thing. That's my new thing.
We had a lot of fun with the Urban
shit.
Dictionary. We had a lot of fun with the Urban Dictionary because Peacockless was a word that we had came up with and we were saying for a long time because there was a Florida man story
I'm trying to steal a peacock.
about trying to steal somebody's peacock, and we were like, wow, who's rich enough to have peacocks just in their backyard?
Yeah, dude, perfectly legal in Florida.
Here's the other thing. After having that discussion, multiple people came up to me and were like, I got peacocks in my backyard. I was like, well, then clearly you're not peacockless.
I heard that they're actually like taking over Florida. Like
They have
are
become
an invasive species.
Because these people have them in their backyard and they become too much or they fly away or whatever, they've become an invasive species. So it was actually it was so funny because it was on the news in our local news broadcast that they become this problem or this pest. And a lot of our fans and people that watch her were just like, oh, that's absolutely hilarious because we ride that whole peacock icon thing or whatever. So, but the whole peacock, we came up with the word peacockless because it was and it ended up taking into the Urban Dictionary. And so once we actually got a word, surprisingly enough, into the Urban Dictionary, we were like, oh, cool. Like that was not the point of the segment, but that's what happened. So looking back now, I wish we had gotten more words into the Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, I know, right? You know what's funny though is that after that happened, after we started like making the whole peacockless jokes, it's like when you buy a new car, you start to see that car everywhere.
Oh yeah,
dude. As soon as we started like talking about peacocks, I started seeing peacocks
everywhere.
Everywhere. Like, dude, like I would watch an episode of Psych, and he'd go into the house, and there's just a stuffed peacock in the corner, and I'm like, like, dude, there's been something peacock here for years. I never noticed it until we started doing the whole peacock thing.
What?
Your fucking shower curtain in there is peacock feathers.
Yeah.
But it's just a design and you don't actually know unless you really look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No idea.
Yeah.
Did you know it was peacocks when you bought it?
I didn't buy it. Fucking you looking at
all right.
I didn't. Whatever. I don't care.
I see that shit everywhere.
No, you're right. And here's the thing: is I've seen more references to peacock stuff in television shows and TV shows now than anything else.
Yeah.
So, it's funny. All right, so we've talked about quite a bit, but this is just the first half of our episode 100.
Yeah.
And now we're going to cut away, and we're going to go to show of us doing a Rayhart runaround adventure.
All right, we'll be right back after these short messages.
Check this out. Hey, everybody. We are at Top Golf here to do something a little different for episode 100. Not that Adam and I know anything about golf whatsoever, but we're going to give it a shot. They have Angry Birds here.
It's going to be interesting.
The Angry Birds video game you can play while you golf, or golf and play it, or it's something to that effect. So we'll keep an eye out for more stuff like this coming, but check out how we did. Okay, here we are to, now that we've done Topgolf, we decided to try to practice our short game.
Yeah.
So, what better place to go than Golf Safari Mini Golf?
Yeah.
We're going to see cool things like this.
And this baby elephant who
My little friend.
running away.
My little friend. Boom! Yo, Adam's in trouble.
Oh, so close! You wanna, Yo, I always feel right. That's what it is. Always play on the green a little bit. Attaboy. Oh! Screwed up.
So we just found out we have a photo op with the monkey George here. George. All right, there you go. Look for that on Instagram. About halfway down through the show, you see we've changed outfits.
Yeah.
We show off here. If you can see on the YouTube version of the show, you can see my shirt. It's the new Architectural Dimensions and Math shirt.
Rayhart University.
And Adam's rocking the new Rayhart University shirt, both available on RayhartRundownMerch.com. And again, if you just saw the Topgolf adventure video that we just did.
Suck.
We do suck at Topgolf.
And putt-putt.
We suck at golf. Across the board.
Yeah.
Two white guys that suck at golf. Wow. We're not going to get anywhere in the business world.
For real, though. Anyway.
Episode 100. So,
Yeah.
so we went out and we played Topgolf. And we did putt-putt to try to do our short game because we were like,
Our long game sucked.
Our long game sucks. Let's see if we can make our short game better.
Our short game was worse.
Just as bad. It was so bad that when we were talking to the owner of or the guy working there, I don't know if he's the owner, but whatever, at the
Probably
at this little putt-putt place, we were like, hey, if it's 1 under par, it's a birdie. If it's 2 under par, it's an eagle. But what if it's 8 over par? And I was thinking like, oh, this would be funny if it was like a flock of peacocks. It's 8 over par. Of course we got 8 over par on a couple holes. We suck.
I did get 8 over par, and the guy told me to never return again.
He's like, maybe you shouldn't come back.
Yeah. So I was asked to never return to Safari
So
Golf.
Adam's not allowed to go to Safari Golf anymore.
Because I sucked that bad.
He's like, this is a family place. We need people to come here and have fun. We don't need.
You're bumming everybody out.
We don't need you to come here and suck at golf. If you could just not do that.
Yeah.
He's like, that's what jungle golf is for.
Like, dude, you didn't even, it wasn't even caught on video, but there was at one point, I literally hit the ball, and it went, and it was like, it had the 3-hole thing, where it leads down to another hole.
Right. So you had to pick one of those.
You had to pick one of those and hope it was the right one to get you towards
closest
the hole.
Right.
And like I hit it, and it didn't go to any of them. So then I hit it back to the middle, and it literally just went right back to the start. Like, I was 3 strokes in by the time I got it into that first hole.
Yeah,
and then to the next, and then that went to another. It was just
Story of your life.
That was my 8. That was my 8 shots.
That was your flock of peacocks.
Yeah. At one point on the 3rd stroke, it just came right back around.
We were so bad at one point. It's like we might as well just start the game over.
Yeah.
But
on the final hole, I just said fuck it, and I just picked
fun.
up the
It
ball
was
and
fun.
threw it into
It
the
was
hole,
fun.
and I still didn't make it.
So Top Golf and the miniature golf thing was not.
I did get a hole in one though.
Ooh.
I did get one hole in one.
Yes.
One. And I don't know how the fuck it happened because it literally bounced off of every fucking rock that was on it and then right in. It was incredible.
So the original plan wasn't to do Top Golf. We were like, oh, well, what could we... For episode 100, we want to do a bunch of retro stuff and things like that. But way back in the... What people don't know is that way back in the day, for the show, when we first talked about going around and doing stuff, one of the things we talked about, because at the time Top Golf was being built, was doing Top Golf. So when it came back around this time, we were like, "Oh, let's that's simple, that's easy. Let's do it. Let's do it now because it require a lot less time to get the video out for you all to see."
Yeah.
So it was like, "Oh, let's just do it." And then we just realized, "Oh, we suck a lot at it."
The Angry Birds though, man, that was so much fun because with that, like, dude, I was not paying attention at all to where my ball went. I just knew which direction I had hit the ball.
Right. So
based on the Angry Birds.
Let me clarify things. For those of you that are just listening to the podcast, the Angry Birds thing he's talking about is at Top Golf right now. They have a game on the screen that you have to set up. You know how just like a bowling where you have to set up a screen and put your name and everything in. But on that screen, they show kind of an Angry Birds type setup with the little birds and the pigs and all of that. And as you hit your ball, it tracks your ball like an Angry Bird to knock down pigs or knock down. I don't know, the wooden or the housing and all that stuff.
You have all the different kinds of birds just from Angry Birds, but depending on like your beginner, intermediate, or expert,
right,
depends on how far you also have to drive the bar, or how far away the housing is. We played one round on expert and we quit and started it again on intermediate.
Because we sucked.
I
don't know why we thought we were going to do better.
Yeah, too, because we were doing so good on intermediate. I was like, we got this. Hit expert. Couldn't even make it to the House of Pigs. And we were like, we're going back.
Let's go back one level. We got a little too cocky there.
Yeah.
So for those of you listening, if you go into Top Golf now, I believe it's at every single Top Golf. So no matter where you are and wherever you're listening, if there's a Top Golf near you, go check it out. It's an Angry Birds Top Golf game that you can play. And it's a lot more fun than just playing regular trying to drive the ball.
Yeah,
like I mean, if you're into golf, I get it, and you can do the driver thing, that's fine. But if you're not, then it changes it up.
Way to go.
Yeah,
because I did not pay attention to where my ball went, or sometimes I did, but not really.
Right.
I was just all like, I gotta hit it in this direction at this height or this speed or this low.
Right.
Because sometimes you gotta hit it lower to hit the bottom of the house, and it was like that was my thing. So I just hit the ball and look at the screen.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, though, when I tried to track my ball, I'd hit the ball and I'd be like, I don't know where it went. It's gone.
Yeah. So there you go. So, again, if you saw the video here on YouTube, then thank you. And if you're just listening to this podcast, check us out on YouTube. Find our YouTube channel so that you can see all of the chaos that we did. As I know, unfortunately, us talking about it and you not being able to see is one thing. But, again, check us out on YouTube and make sure you like and subscribe the video. So that we need more subscribers in order to keep going, in order to keep doing this.
Yep.
So make sure you like and subscribe our videos and push that little notification bell so you know when a new video pops up. And so as we go forward with our episodes, now that we've hit 100, we've got a lot more things that we want to do.
Yeah, there was 8 ideas that were spit out today.
Yeah.
And we just, on a time crunch, really.
Whereas because we ended up starting late in the day because of something else with freaking scheduling got screwed up. So it was like, oh, let's do the Top Golf one.
Yeah, because we were about to go out of town.
Yeah, we were about to leave altogether. But then it was like, oh, we weren't going to get back in time to record to get things done for the episode to come out. So
yeah, we wouldn't have got home till late.
Yeah,
you probably would have just took a shower and went to work.
Probably.
So
for those of you that want a hint at what we're talking about, just a little hint.
What is something that Bob always does without me? Ding, and on next episode we'll tell you.
Yeah. If you think you know,
leave in the comments.
If you think you know the answer, leave in the comments down below. And then we'll let you know if you're right or wrong, or we may just go do it and prove it.
Yeah. Let's see.
Hey everybody, we'll take a minute from this episode and talk about campsite.bio.
Yes, campsite.bio campsite.bio, rather, started as a solution to the one link issue on Instagram, commonly known as your website or bio link. Campsite.bio works as a landing page for your social accounts. It can be used on any social platform where you want to share all of the links that you have for your brand.
That's right. You can get a profile set up in less than 2 minutes and stay in control of your branding to create the bio link that matches you. So basically, it would just conform to if you want the same colors or if you want a specific profile pic or things like that. You can use premium links. You can even, I know we did it, you can even do YouTube videos. Like it'll update for YouTube videos if you have a YouTube video channel. And it'll show the videos on the bio link, which is great. They don't have to get out of Instagram or they don't have to get out of wherever they've found your link. And it's amazing. So Campsite is really the only brand link you'll ever need.
That's right. And right now, you can get a 10-day free trial and a $10 credit towards a pro account by going to rayhartrundown.com/campsite.
That's right. So just check out rayhartrundown.com/campsite. Here's the thing: we need
What your fans know about
we
you.
need a cameraman. Another cameraman.
Rayhart Rundown is now hiring an intern.
You hire an intern or
No, exactly. That's the point. We're looking for interns.
we're looking for someone who's willing to work for free.
Yep. To follow us around with a camera.
To follow us around with a camera and hang out with us. I'm sure that there's no one going to be jumping at that idea. It's like, you guys are stupid. Screw you guys. Nobody wants to come hang out with us just to film our stupid asses. Well.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll find out. You have to relocate yourself if you're not in the state of Florida.
If you're not in the state of Florida, it's on you to find us.
Please email
just go
Bob
to our,
at rayhartrundown.com.
So there's that.
Oh, man. So there was a story that I wanted to tell on this episode.
There was at the beginning of the episode.
At the beginning of the episode, yeah. I never got around to it. I'm going to go ahead and tell that story now. So I was at a friend of mine's house. And, well, it was a friend's parents' house or whatever.
Okay.
Like I had to take him to his parents' house for a minute to pick some stuff up.
Okay.
And like I found out like I knew his stepmom for years.
Right.
And I was all like, holy shit, like I didn't know.
That was your stepmom? Right.
You know, that type of thing. And then she asked me, she's all like, Adam, do you smoke? I was like, well, I used to. Like, I'm trying to quit. I'm on the vape, but I'm like, I'm getting down there or whatever.
Right.
And she goes, oh. I was like, I mean, I do enjoy, like, occasional cigar, if that, is what you mean. She goes, that is actually exactly what I was talking about. I was like, what? She's like, come with me. She takes me into one of the back rooms. And she has a humidor. Right?
Okay.
Big-ass humidor. It's probably valued. I think is about $500.
Okay.
Is
So
what
a
the guy
large
said.
size.
It's
humidor.
a large. It can
Got
hold
it.
like 150 cigars, right?
Okay.
And it keeps them fresh.
Right.
Has a like gauge on it and everything. And she goes, "Here, like we don't need it. We're not gonna smoke these cigars that are in it. Take it." I was like, "Thank you." Fucking put it in the back of the car, and everything, and like, and it sat in my room for maybe like 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, I was all like, "All right, there's a cigar bar, like fucking right next to my house, pretty much."
Okay.
So I took it over there.
You took the whole thing to
I
them?
took the whole thing to him, put it down.
Uh-huh.
I was like, "What do I need to do?" Because it's been sitting and not like been
On?
humidifying. Right. Well, yeah, because
Humidoring?
yeah, for a while. So I was like, "What do I have to do in order to get this back on track?"
Right.
And he goes, "Oh," I was like, "And can I still save these cigars that are in there because they're pretty dried out?" There's like Tony Soprano's limited edition cigars in there.
Nice.
And like there's a real Cuban in there as well.
Nice.
Like everything. And by the way, not illegal to own. Okay. Just
I don't know the
illegal
rules.
to take over. So nobody try calling Crime Stoppers on me. There's like some really good cigars in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, "Can I bring them back to life?" He goes, "Absolutely." He goes, "You just have to get this thing like humidified."
And yeah, it's got to essentially run for a while.
Yeah,
right?
and like get it moist again. So I'm sorry for people that hate that word.
So I buy the packets that I need or whatever, and I put it in there and whatnot. And he goes, yeah, this is valued at about $500.
Right.
He goes, if you're ever looking to sell it, here's my number. So I put it back in my car, and I go over to the bar. And they're like, you get you something to drink? I'm like, no, thanks, I don't drink. Just sitting here to bullshit. I'm just here to bullshit for a minute. Talking with my friends or whatever, talking about things that are going on. And this girl and this guy walk in. They sit at the bar, kind of next to my friends. I'm still standing because I'm like, I'm not staying. Like, I got to go.
Right.
And this girl, like, finally, like, we're talking. One of the friends goes to the restroom or whatever, and I'm talking to the other one. And this girl looks at me, starts, like, licking her lips and, like, biting her lip and looking me up and down and stuff. And she was, like, kind of a cute chick. I was like, yo, this chick is, like, hard checking me out.
Okay.
Like, I forget exactly what she said to, like, start the conversation.
But she was with a dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
For all I knew, they were just friends or
I don't know.
whatever. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
she was like I said, like, the bite of the lip and the eyeing up and down. I was just like, all right, I see you. Like, and then randomly, like, this is literally right after your introductions. Randomly goes, doesn't life just suck dick?
What?
And I'm like, no. Like, maybe
You should have been like, wait a
Maybe.
minute. You should have been like, wait a minute. Is your nickname Life? Because maybe.
But no, like, I was just all like, nah, life's actually pretty great.
Right.
And she goes, yeah, no, but it's not. I was all like,
Cool. Debbie Downer right out the gate.
yeah,
Awesome.
I was like, no, but it is
Fun.
It's actually a lot of fun. And I was like, life's pretty cool. And she goes, yeah, but, like, life sucks. And I'm like, check, please.
Why was she being...
Dude, this is the darkest woman I've ever met in my life. I was like, why don't you see, like, I don't know, the better things in life? Like, look at the bright side of things.
But was she like goth?
No.
I don't know anything about
No.
goth. Like, but I mean, usually
Emo?
everything. Yeah, everything you see on television. I can only go off that because I'm not
No.
educated in the goth lifestyle. But
No, she was not, like, emo or goth or anything like that.
life,
She started...
life is pain.
She's
all that bullshit.
yeah. She started going off about how, like, her dad, her grandpa, trained her to not feel emotions, and, like, he was some Russian general or I don't fucking know. But I was just like, she was just going on and on about how dark and dreary her freaking life is. And I was just like sitting there, and then, like, by the end of it, I was all like, "You're right. I think your life sucks dick." like, holy shit! Like,
Yeah, you're correct, lady.
yeah, my life's awesome, but damn, girl.
Holy crap.
All right then. Nice to meet you, Natasha or Natalia. Natalia, the Russian.
Oh, there you go.
And I was just like, nice to meet you. I gotta go. Like, you are bumming me the fuck out, and I'm not even drunk.
Unbelievable.
Dude, like, how do you start a conversation like? Because that's realistically what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she bumped in on my conversation with my friend, and then introduced herself.
Right.
And I was like, "Oh, nice to meet you. I'm Adam." And then, doesn't life suck dick? Like, I'm still shaking her hand. I'm like, no.
Like, but here's the thing. Did she think that you were going to be all dark and moody with her? And here's the thing. Okay, but let me prerequisite this with to say is that when a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, if you're not wearing merch from our show, which is usually now not always black because you wear a lot of black dark clothing.
Mm-hmm.
So the question is, did she see you? Were you wearing the black, like a black shirt or black dark clothing? Or
No, I was wearing a brewery shirt that was gray.
Okay.
So,
But you see what I'm saying? Like, did she look at you and go, "Oh, like this guy"? Like, she made the assumption. Like, saying, did she make the assumption like, "Oh, he's life is pain" type? You know what I'm saying?
right?
And like, she thought she could like connect with you. And what about the other dude? What about the dude she was with? Did he come and say?
He didn't say a fucking word to me.
Did he come in and be like,
No.
"What if it was all a setup"?
What if they were swingers?
Yeah. What if they were all? She was.
It
all,
could have been.
What if she was all like, "He's not into BDSM, so I'm sorry. You're not gonna be able to step on his balls. Sorry, dear.
And dude, honestly, not the first time that type of thing would have happened.
Okay, I have filthy trivia though for this episode. It's
Okay.
weird. It's a weird one.
All right.
But if you're ready for it,
Yeah, I'm ready.
We've already been we're winding down the end of the episode here, episode 100. So here we go. It's weird. It doesn't have anything to do about sex or anything. But I was like, this is interesting enough where it doesn't fall into like episode 100 specifically.
Okay.
But just go with it. Here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
So the Romans were incredibly concerned with fresh breath. So it was like their thing. Remember we talked about before with the Romans with the toothpaste?
Yeah.
Remember what they used for toothpaste?
Yeah, it was like brains of a rat or some shit.
Mouse brains.
Mouse brains.
So they used mouse brains. Romans used mouse brains for toothpaste. Okay? It was one of our trivias for one of our previous episodes, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So in this case, I was like, "Oh, I'm curious what the Romans if they used mouse brains for toothpaste, what did they use for mouthwash?" So today's filthy trivia question. Here we go. Let's start the music. The Romans' choice of mouthwash was one of these four things. Is it A, monkey blood, B, urine, C, salt water, or D, breast milk? The Romans' choice of mouthwash was one of those four things. Which one do you think it was? Knowing what they use for toothpaste is already a gross thing, so it could be really any one of those. Start the timer.
I want to say urine.
That's what you want to think?
That's what I want to say.
Have you heard it
urine.
before? Have you heard anything of that before?
No, but I figure urine is like the most easiest to obtain out of all of those for Romans back in those days.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know how common monkeys were running around in
right.
or
Monkeys
yeah,
or like salt water.
Or salt water.
Like unless you're close to the shore, you got a long way to go for some
For salt
mouthwash.
water,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
That's for urine. You just piss it in down the hatch. You know?
Well, you don't drink the mouth.
Well, I understand that, but you know what I mean.
Okay, so final answer.
I'm gonna say urine because I don't remember what the other option was. Urine, salt water, and monkey blood.
Yeah,
What
and
was
breast milk.
it? Oh, breast milk. No, it's urine.
Okay, so final answer.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Good job, bro. You need that one.
Yeah.
Well, sort of. I mean, like again,
Process of elimination.
right. Process
Yeah.
of elimination using architectural dimensions and math
That's right.
will make you calculate the right answer to find out that the Romans used urine as mouthwash.
That's right.
Could you do it?
No.
But you can't do it today because we have scope, or Listerine or whatever people use. But if this was back in the day,
Necessary? Is it necessary for me to drink my own urine? Probably not. No, but it's sterile and I like the taste. I've been quoting Dodgeball a lot today.
I was gonna say, is that what it's from?
Like,
Is
yeah,
that what that was
like
from?
that was. Yeah.
How convenient that we were talking about that earlier, and that's what it's from.
Yeah.
Okay, so you couldn't do it. Here's the thing,
I mean, if
It's
it was
mouth-
if it was back in the day,
right?
like you got to remember, dude. Back in the day, you're using rocks as pillows. You know what I mean? Like you're well, probably not, but
I was gonna say,
you get what I'm saying. Yeah. You're using architectural dimensions and math.
architectural dimensions and math to figure shit out, but yeah, urine is mouthwash. I don't know. Why not just water?
But I mean, think about it like this.
I'm trying.
Would you eat? Do you like seafood?
Yeah.
You like lobster?
Yes.
How much do you like lobster? It's fucking delicious, right? It's so good.
Maybe. I'm worried now when you start talking like that. When your voice drops and you raise your eyebrows real quick, for people that can't see this on the show, when you start being weird, I'm like, I don't like lobster anymore.
If I came up to you and
Go
gave
ahead.
you free lobster,
But go ahead. Why? Well, okay.
you'd eat it.
Yeah,
Because
lobster's
you're
good.
like, oh my God, lobster's good.
Yeah. I'm a normal person.
Did you know back in the day they never ate it?
Yeah. Because they thought it was like
Rodents of the sea.
Yeah,
they
like
fed
a
it to their
roach.
prisoners. They used to feed it to prisoners because it was the rodent of the sea.
And prisoners were like, can I get some more of the rodent of the sea, please?
Yeah, for real. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Oof. Get fed lobster every day, not have to leave my fucking room? This is what I'm talking about. That is the life.
You'd be in your room, you'd be a prisoner, you'd be like, give me a minute, I gotta piss in my mouth and wash out the lobster.
But you know what I mean? Like back then,
Yeah.
you wouldn't think about eating lobster because you're like, that's fucking prisoner peasant food.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm gonna go piss in my mouth now.
Go piss in my mouth. Careful. That might be the thumbnail for episode 100. Don't be making faces on the show. Watch out now.
But oh my god, that's a gif.
Yeah, there are now GIFs of the Rayhart rundown floating around the internet. So buckle up for that one. Get ready.
Yeah, that's probably gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna that's gonna bite you in the ass. It's gonna bite you in the mouthwash.
But yeah, you know what I mean? Like that's so like you can't say what you would or would not do between now
True.
and like those olden days.
True, fair
because
enough.
back then everyone was doing it.
Yeah, that they didn't. Like,
They didn't. You know.
They didn't know better.
Right.
Right.
To them, that was just part of life.
They're like, oh, kids, it's bedtime. Go piss at each other's mouths.
Yeah.
I mean, you know. But mom, yeah, I don't care. Well, we had asparagus. Doesn't matter.
There's blood in my urine right now. I don't care.
No more excuses.
You shouldn't have let that lion fuck you up.
Go piss in your sister's mouth and kiss your father goodnight. Fucking creepy ass Romans. So, anyways, yeah, I thought it was interesting because, like I said, it falls in line with the whole mouse brains thing. So, like, they're now I'm just curious.
Well,
like,
see,
what do
'cause
they
also,
use to wash with it?
So right.
Like, what do they use to wash with? What do they use?
But you know,
to...
like the Romans as well, like the 300. We're gonna have to fact check this, but I was told at some point in time that they actually would only have sex with women for procreation, because in their mind, women were not worthy enough for sexual pleasure. They were like the Andrew Tates of
Right.
the olden times.
Okay.
Like they were
all cancelable. Cool.
but no, like they no, yeah, like they so they would have sex with other men for pleasure, but then women for procreation. That's what I was told. I don't know.
I have no idea. I mean,
Petey
Peacock will pop up on screen and correct you if you're right or wrong. I don't know.
But that's what I was told, and I'm just really curious if so.
You're gonna need to watch this episode after it comes
figured-
out. Then
Petey will do the research for me
yeah,
because I don't want to Google that.
yeah, you put that in your Google history. Is sex with men pleasurable? That's what you're gonna write. Google will come back and be like, yeah, here's 40 gay bars in your area. Good luck.
This one's into BDSM.
Okay, so yeah, there you go. There's your filthy trivia for episode 100. Interesting enough. I like how it tied in with the previous episode, though. That's probably one of my favorite when we can tie things into previous episodes, and like how earlier we talked about the Urban Dictionary and how we talked about Florida Man and all this other stuff, and it's been 100 episodes. I mean, who knows what will be in the next 100 episodes.
Right.
Or if we make it to another 100 episodes. With that being said, I think we're going to wrap it up here. Make sure you, again, like and subscribe. We're going to keep the like thumb on the desk for all of the next season. I don't know if our guy right here on the desk will stay because he's irritating me with his leaning over. But the like thumb will be there as a reminder to don't forget to like and subscribe our show on YouTube. Go ahead and follow.
Guy's super excited because you just subscribed.
Yeah, and then follow.
Yay!
And follow and subscribe us. You can find us on any of the podcast apps. You can even watch us now if you go to Spotify. If you subscribe or follow us on Spotify, you can actually watch the show on Spotify. So even if right now you're listening and going, wait a minute, I'm using Spotify? Yeah, take a look at your phone. Chances are you can see us. We'll wait.
Here we are.
Hi.
What's up, guys?
So, but again, check that out. We're on all podcast apps available across the board. Check out our merch, of course. So every episode, Adam and I will try to rock more of the newer merch and show off some of the stuff here as we get, because it comes and goes, it cycles through. So as we get new stuff and come up with new jokes, we'll have that available. You find a joke that you like or one that you really think is funny, grab a piece of the merch from RayhartRundownMerch.com. And then if you really love us or really want to help us support the show, check us out on Patreon at patreon.com/RayhartRundown. If you go there and you fall into one of our tiers, the monthly subscription tiers, you get a lot more stuff for bang for your buck now, because you get free merch and extra episodes and extended episodes and all kinds of stuff. So lots of fun. We try to keep up a lot more with our Patreon. Our Patreon group, our Patreon subscribers, our Peacock Patreon producers, if you will, and try to give them a lot more insights and a lot more behind-the-scenes video than what the regular YouTube channel subscribers will get. So check that out. And you have anything you want to add? This is episode 100. I got to do the whole run of everything that we've got going on. No?
That's good.
Okay, so it's been 100 episodes. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors. We would like to thank everybody who's supported the show along the way as we got to this landmark. I don't know, landmark or point. Milestone. There you go, milestone of episode. And that's it. I think it is. Ready? Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. Peacocks up, everybody. Here we go into season 5, episode 100 down. Y'all have a great day. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you later.
Thanks, guys.